Empathy and social responsibility. Empathy is seeing with the eyes of another, listening with the ears of another, and feeling with the heart of another. Empathy is defined as the ability to read and understand another's emotions, needs, and thoughts. It is one of the core competencies of emotional intelligence. Empathy and leadership involves influence, inspiring, helping others to achieve dreams and goals, and building a connection in a real, genuine way. It makes us happier and the employee happier. Empathy is in all of us. It is not necessarily something you're born with, but we all have the capacity to develop. There are mirror neurons that help us understand others' feelings. According to neuroscientist studies, we have physical structures in our brain called mirror neurons that help us understand others' experiences and feelings. As an example, when you walk into a meeting late where there's a heated discussion taking place, it's not just that you've been able to read the body language in the room and recognize the issues at hand, but your mirror neurons are actually reflecting the feelings of the people present, and you start feeling as they do, even though you just joined them and haven't been involved in the discussion. These help to the extent that you reflect what others are feeling. How do we develop empathy? This is through self-management, patience, endurance, and practice, practice, and practice. We increase empathy first by observing, listening, and asking questions. We need to observe others' body languages. Focus on that person and not what you're going to say next, and be actively listening. Keep in mind that you really don't know what the other person's thinking, and we should avoid assuming. And know that you always don't have the right answer, and ask questions to help you understand their concerns and issues. Second, we want to avoid distractions and try to be more fully present when you're with other people. This can be very difficult in today's crisis-driven and technologically driven world. Avoid being poised for flight, and consider mindfulness practices like deep breathing and meditation. Third, we need to stop multitasking. Doing many things with less than your whole brain is not successful. To complete cognitive tasks or deal with people, it is especially important that we focus on one task. If you're writing an email to one person while talking to another, neither are getting your full attention. Empathy ultimately leads you to ask people for feedback about how they perceive rather than assuming. You talk about how people feel and not dismiss their feelings, so they feel valued by their feelings and an understanding and perspective. You believe in others and care for others, they will see this. Empathy is how you make people feel. Maya Angelou said, "I've learned that people will forget what you did, forget what you said, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Social responsibility. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Winston Churchill stated, social responsibility can be defined as the ability to demonstrate oneself in a cooperative and contributing and constructive member of one's social group. It involves being responsible and cooperative group member. It's also a desire and ability to willingly contribute to society, your social group, and the general welfare of others, according to Livingston. Social responsibility is the desire, the ability, and the volition to assist and give back to others. Here's a thought to think about. Do you have a sense of accepting others and using your talents as a leader for the good of society? Or do you not share all of your talents and experiences with others? Do further opportunities exist? This question's not made to make us feel less than, but it's made to help us realize that we have much to share with others. Here's a test to assess yourself. What community organizations are you currently involved in? What active role are you playing to make those organizations better? What did you do this week to lend a hand to someone that could use it? How many examples can you cite in the last month where you were concerned for the needs of your friends, coworkers, or leaders? And do you participate in any charitable events? After answering those questions, the next step is to think about what you can do to improve your social responsibility. You might want to check in with your spouse or friend to ask for their feedback. How engaged are you? How helpful are you to them or to others? Get involved in a community organization that you're passionate about. Establish a goal for the community involvement, one time per week, one time per month. And check in with yourself at least monthly and reassess where you're at with the 5 questions we previously reviewed. Livingston said we are never successful on our own. Real success comes from our work as contributing members of a team or society. The managerial implications for empathy and social responsibility. Well, first, demonstrating empathy creates an environment where employees feel valued and cared for. They bring their whole selves to work. Ultimately, this type of environment that is caring and nurturing to an individual where they feel valued can only help them be more effective, more productive, and a more loyal worker, not only to their leader, but to their organization. Giving back to others creates a feeling of selflessness and helps to heal those who have too high a self-regard. Leading with a heart and compassion towards others and towards social responsibility is helpful not only to your organization, but to the community. Social responsibility advocates helping in our community to help our neighbor. This is good for the heart of any person or leader and for the community. An organization that promotes self-responsibility creates greater good for the community at large. Thank you.